Hey everybody, welcome to Courtesy Violation.
What
I'm
up, y'all?
Gibbs,
I'm Trevor.
and we are here to blow your minds with a big breaking announcement.
Huge.
Nobody fucking seen it coming.
Nobody.
Nobody. Eagle is leaving Discmania.
He's gone.
Holy shit, guys.
Yeah. Disc maniacs.
Who would have ever thought for the last 2 months?
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy. No one saw that coming.
No, but he did make the announcement today. He is leaving. And we're going to go ahead and make the next announcement. He's going to MVP.
We're just going to go ahead and make that announcement for him.
Yeah.
We'd actually talked to him, and he was like, if you guys want to go ahead and do it on your show to be the first podcast to even announce that I'm leaving, go ahead and tell them where I'm going as well. And we're like, all right, we'll just go ahead and tell them you're going to MVP.
Yeah.
Well, you said that he's going to MVP.
I did.
I'm sticking by he's going to join Lone Star. The Ranger team.
Yeah, he's leading the Ranger team. I still think he's MVP bound. I don't know. It's just it seems like a good fit. There's only a few companies that can afford him.
That's the fucking thing. That's the thing with all this movement and all these people leave wherever they're going, especially if it's someone with the likes of Eagle or like if Simon or whoever these high caliber players are going. They're only going to go to a few different places.
Yeah, you got Innova, you got Discraft, Latitude. Can 100% and just dynamic, but that's it pretty much.
But the idea of, I don't know if I read this or maybe this may be, I may have made this up, but did they make a statement? The whole House of Disc, those guys at House of Disc say that they don't want a lot of player movement within House of Disc.
I said that.
You said that.
I didn't get that anywhere. I think it's weird. That would be weird, but it also, it's not a bad movement. The whole thing with House of Disc and my whole theory and that. I don't understand how separate these companies are being run. I know, like I said, I've said it on here. Like I know it's an umbrella or whatever, but I don't know if like Discmania and Dynamic. I don't know if it's totally different, being ran totally different with no, they have no say so. I don't know. I don't know if it's. I don't know enough about business and shit like that. Yeah. So
because that's what I was gonna say though is like I don't really know if I don't think he would go to another House of Discs brand though, right?
I don't think there would be. Shouldn't be much player movement within, but I've heard there is going to be some player movement within because they're wanting Latitude to be more of the European side and Dynamic be more of the American-based side. But who knows? I don't know.
Yeah. I know we mentioned that before, too. That would be funny if they left Dynamic, the European side, and Latitude. Just because all the Dynamic disc names are... It made sense that they left them.
Yeah. But I just got to thank MVP. You've seen the sales that this year... Infinite dropped the list of their top sales and everything. They did all their molds. And MVP, Axiom, they're killing it.
Yeah, they are.
And you have to credit the signing of Simon and Conrad both to that, right?
Mostly Simon, I would imagine, but.
Yeah.
Right, but
well, yeah. The Envy sold great, spectacular.
Sure, yeah.
With Conrad.
Forget about the Envy. Nomad probably did pretty well.
I would say I didn't really look at anything besides the top 5. I know you've been peeping at the top 50 putters. So,
yeah, here and there.
Yeah, we'll get it. We'll talk about that later. But yeah, this MVP's killing it. Like I said, you gotta say Simon has something to do with that. Why not take a chance? Get Eagle. Maybe you'll have all 5 of the top molds next fucking year. Because it's crazy how they're on top of the game when it comes to sales. Now the list that we're talking about is only Infinite,
right?
Infinite Disc. It's their top 5 of each mold. Well, I'll run through it real fast.
Can run through it real quick.
Yeah, because it's really surprising. The top 5 drivers, which this one kind of blew my mind. The the top driver that was sold was Time Lapse. Now, what blew my mind about that is it was a late release, and
just came
still,
out.
The top one.
Yeah, I want to say Time
crazy.
Lapse didn't even come out in the middle of the year, right? That was towards the end,
yeah,
September, October.
Maple Hill, that's when it was.
So October,
yeah,
I believe.
So
maybe
yeah.
November.
So I mean, think about if it would have been selling all year. I mean, it would have crushed.
That's crazy.
So that's your top 5 drivers.
It would have lapsed over the other ones.
Yeah,
a lot more.
It's a time lapse. Time lapse. If I'm reading it right, correct. It's time lapse was 1, Wraith was 2, Destroyer was 3, Royal Grace was 4, and then the Wave. So top 5 MVP, Axiom, whatever. They have 2 in the top 5 of the drivers. Top 5 fairways. The MVP has 2, the Crave and Tesla. And then mid-ranges, they've got 2, the Hex and the Pyro. And putters, they got 3 of the top 5. They got Glitch,
of course,
Envy, and Proxy.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they're killing it.
They really are. And I know, like, I think I said this last time, like, it even seems like the technology in their discs are, like, a step above. I mean, I know, and it's just because of the gyro technology, but it does look, and their quality control must be fucking great, because every MVP disc I've ever owned is just so sleek and pristine condition.
Yeah, you
looks
don't get
great.
much flashing or anything else.
No. It's
the plastic's great too. I love the lower profile on all their discs.
Yeah,
like everything seems to be a touch thinner,
or
lower, I guess you want to say.
Yeah, I was actually kind of surprised when Conrad went to MVP and he went from the JK Pro AVR to the Nomad, which the Nomad is pretty deep, I guess, right? To an extent.
Yeah, but it's not.
It's got a bead, yes.
It does have a bead,
but not as much as it's a small bead, right?
No, it's a regular bead. It's not like a micro bead or anything like that, but it's not like a big bead AVR or nothing like that. But it's probably about this. I mean, it's what I would consider a regular bead. But see, I went when I changed over to the Nomads. I was coming off of the daggers, so the Nomads seem extremely.
You can eat
lower.
chilling out of a dagger.
Yeah, a whole fucking bowl,
a whole can of the Van Camp's chili.
The Nomad seems really thin to me.
Yeah,
but I putted with daggers for so long, and then went to the Nomads. So maybe they're not as thin or lower profile as what they are in my head, just because I was used to a dagger.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, but I fuck with them PA3s out there in your garage and shit, and it's probably not much. I mean, it's probably about the same as that, I guess. Depth wise.
Right.
There's not much of a difference. I say PA3s are a little bit, but not much.
I just whenever he made the move to MVP and he had the Nomad, this is a putting putter, right? Or does he?
No, he puts with Nomads.
He puts with the Nomads, yeah. And I was like, oh, it's kind of so much different than a JK Pro AVR. So I don't know why I got on that topic, but
just because you said that, I think I was talking about the profiles. Okay, or the thinner, the thinner profiles.
They do have thinner profiles.
Yeah, about all. That's why I like the like all the. I don't even really throw the mid ranges too much, like actually at all. Yeah. But I like them. I've got some, and I like the way they feel. I just can't, but they're drivers and they're putters. Once I started throwing gyro putters, all of my that's all I want to throw now when it comes to throwing putters.
Apparently everybody else feels the same way.
Yeah, dude. The Proxy and the Envy are they're not only are they great frisbees, but they're great matches with each other. You keep a Proxy and a Envy. Yeah. You really shouldn't need another throw. That's all you need.
Right. I mean, maybe an approach disc for the more overstable, but you're right though. Proxy and Envy's about all you need for throwing putters.
To me, it's hard to even say that the Envy's a throwing putter. It goes so fucking far that it's almost like a tweener. It's almost like a I'm not talking about that kind of tween. No, it almost goes as far as mid range, right? I mean, so
that's exactly my argument with the Praxis, with the Thought Space Praxis.
Yeah, it's trash compared to Envy.
If you want a putter that throws like a mid range, get a Praxis. Which didn't make it very high on the list of putters, which we'll get to in the 50 putters sold on Infinite Discs. That's once again, all these are from the Infinite Discs website. That's all the discs that they've sold. I would like to see what it is overall, but I could imagine the Glitch was the most sold putter.
Oh,
2024
across
the board.
I would say so.
No matter Infinite Discs, no matter what.
They were hard to find for a while.
Yeah, Innovo is probably selling glitches. Everyone has a glitch.
They were their number 3 selling.
Yeah, they have some in the back that they like to sell just because everyone buys them. Yeah, I mean, that's wild. I mean, everyone's going. I guess Simon did it.
Yeah,
Simon did it.
Yeah,
Hex glitch. I don't know what drivers he throws other than a time lapse.
Tesla.
Honestly, does he throw the Tesla? It's there. It's there. Yeah, it's Simon. That's who,
It definitely has something to do with it. The glitch is fun, and it's a cool disc because it's a hybrid, So but you can go out in the yard and play catch with it, which is cool. And to be able to take a disc that you can use on the course and go out and play catch with it,
Yeah, the most sold frisbee of all time was a toy.
Yeah, yeah,
it's kind of a toy.
I mean, people toys.
Sure. Easy, pal. Some people, I mean, I'm sure people play with. I've seen people play with the glitch. They do. People throw them, but like a lot of people just kind of. I feel like the glitch. Maybe I'm wrong in this because I don't own one, so I don't throw it often. I probably can't throw one because my poor form and. I can't spin the disc on axis.
I still bag one and I can't throw it.
I'd say there's a lot of recreation to people that are just starting the sport that are throwing the glitch, and they're like, I don't understand the big thing about this.
I'm sure.
As soon as I throw it, it goes right.
It's a form corrector though. Like when I do throw it and I throw it right, you can really tell. Because if you throw it off axis, it'll
tell you.
Yeah, it'll tell you. But if you hit it tight in your pocket and give it a good spin and keep it on it, it'll go.
Yeah.
Like shockingly go.
Yeah.
And it doesn't flip over. It just goes.
It's just one of those discs. Less is more. You just kind of
really. Yeah.
Touch is the key.
Touch is the key. Yeah. Form is the key. Spin. Yeah. But I really don't try to use mine for anything over, 100 foot or something.
Yeah.
And honestly, I used to throw it a lot. I'm not throwing it nowhere near as much as because it can fucking cost you with all that glide. If
zoom.
Say you go over the basket, it's not gonna berg.
Yeah.
It's not just gonna get down and leave you with a decent putt. You barely overthrow it and you might end up with a 40-foot comebacker.
Yeah.
And it's fucked me in a couple of tournaments. So I really have quit throwing it as much as what I used to. Honestly, thinking about taking it out of the bag.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Just getting it out.
Yeah. I'm just not throwing it that much. I don't think it deserves a spot.
You've replaced it with the Berg. Pretty much. That's your approach.
My Berg's
kind of using
becoming my all-purpose approach disc, yes.
Right, all-purpose approach. Because there are two different discs, obviously, two different things. But you're using the Berg in replacement for the glitch. Yeah, that's my reason. I feel like if I tried to throw the glitch, like, I need a good straight flying putter touch, it would just, I would go past. I don't think I'd be able to control it.
It's hard. It's tough.
Maybe I need a glitch.
It's. I mean, I've had some decent, cool throw-ins with the glitch.
You have,
like some cool ones, and it's definitely a useful disc. But now that I've got more, I was just using my Berg for my just approach, not trying to throw in or just trying to get it close, play it safe, take my par and be happy, but now I'm getting more comfortable with the Berg, and I'm making runs with it, and I feel I'm more confident with the Berg now than I am the glitch because like I said, I'm repeating myself.
Keep it going.
But if you fuck up the glitch and you give it a little bit too much juice, you might end up with a 50-foot, 40-foot, 30-foot comebacker. And anything past 25, I'm fucking not confident with.
I don't know about you guys, but
25 in, I feel okay. But 30 foot, 35 foot, and I've left myself with too many fucking of those. Yeah. And if I'm gonna play in a tournament, I'm still gonna throw a glitch and probably bag it. But comes to tournament time, I'm probably gonna take it out. That way, I don't even have a fucking choice. Don't even think about it. Try to throw the fucking Berg in. If you miss with it, It's only gonna go 5 foot.
Yeah, that is the sweet thing about the Berg is you can kind of put some ass on it and
it just drops.
It'll just drop down out of the sky. Yeah,
but
it's kind of a cheater disc.
It really
it's
is.
Nice.
Yeah. Well, go ahead and since we're on the disc, we'll go ahead and talk about the putters. We'll get to the contracts later. Everybody's already heard the fucking contracts.
You already know.
I'm burnt out. I'm burnt out on contracts,
dude. I'm sick and tired of trying to keep up with who's signing with who left where, and I just want disc golf to start.
I do too. I'm so sick of it. We'll probably be the only podcast that's fucking honest about it, but I'm to the point where I could give a fuck.
Yeah, dude. I'm
sick of it. It's burnt me out.
Yeah.
I've even told you that, like, just being on social media all the time trying to see where people are signing, it's fucking my head up.
Yeah.
Like I've always had a fucking like love-hate relationship with social media. It fucks me up.
And with all these signings and having to keep up with it, it's got you in a tizzy.
Dude, I've been on it too much, and it's fucking with me.
You should see a whiteboard that he has in the room at his house. It's got he's got 2 of them. He's got a cork board with strings, one picture to the other, dynamic disc, Eagle McMahon over here. I mean,
if I don't get off social media, I'm gonna be hung from that fucking string back and forth. I'm fucking sick of it, man. I don't care.
Well, for your mental health, for the podcasts.
I'm glad Eagle announced. That way, that's one thing I don't have to fucking look for anymore. Now, Gannon and Al, go ahead and fucking go to Discmania.
Get it the fuck over with.
Eagle, go to MVP, throw your fucking Frisbees, and let's fucking go on with All-Star Weekend.
Yeah, we're tired of talking about it. I mean, disc golf
It gives us something to talk about during the off season,
but we don't like it.
I'm fucking burnt out, dude. I'm burnt out on the fucking signings.
I don't like it. So whenever we go through the signings here in a little bit, we're not going to actually tell you who left where or where they're going. We're just going to make it all up.
Yep.
No.
I honestly might do that.
I might just do that instead.
Yeah.
How about this? I'll read them off and see if you can remember. Or no, you can do that. You do it the other way around.
Yeah, because I will remember.
I won't remember.
Yeah.
Do it that way.
Yeah.
So you can show everyone how dumb I am.
No, I don't do that.
We don't want to expose that. They already
I'll
know.
let you do it to me.
We'll go through the top.
I'll let you do it to me.
You always do anyway. Come on. The top 50 putters with percentage of all putters sold. Infinite released this article last week sometime, and
we're putter addicts. Like,
yeah,
I think most people that listen know that we love throwing putters. We like going and playing putter only rounds.
Yeah.
Like some of my favorite discs ever putters.
Yeah, and it's not because this is just the article that Infinite Disc put out and it's something that we could read off on the show. It's literally we love putters.
Look at what's behind Trevor.
Yeah,
there's 5 putters.
Yeah,
look what's behind me.
This isn't just buying up time. I just want
4 putters and whatever the fuck a Stego is.
Yeah, no shit. You should throw that in replacement for the Berg.
Yeah, I definitely won't overthrow anything with it.
You won't. But I'll go ahead and run through the top 50 putters. This is with percentage of all putters sold, too.
At Infinite.
Through Infinite Discs, of course. Number 1, surprise, surprise, MVP glitch. My hands are wet, so my phone's being all wacky. With 7.4% of glitches sold. 7.4% of
all putters sold for glitches.
Putters sold for glitches, yeah.
It don't have a number. Like total sold?
No, it doesn't have a total number.
I'd like to know that. Just what Infinite sold. You know what I mean?
And their number 2, like just as last year was, the Infinite Discs Alpaca. Once again, I know I've seen 2 people putt or throw them. I don't know really anybody else that's using them, but 5.6 of putters sold through Infinite Discs was the Alpaca. I can get it out.
That's wild too.
Yeah, I mean, 2% behind the glitch, but still, the fact that people are throwing the Alpaca. What did you say? It's just a fucking.
It's an AVR, yeah, right.
Without a bead, it doesn't have a bead.
Yeah, it'd be the AVR putting
or grid AVR. Yeah, something like that. Number 3, the Discraft Zone at 4.6%. Not hard to believe as well.
Yeah, that doesn't shock me.
Very believable.
Everybody loves Zone. I love the way they feel in my hand. I just refuse to throw Discraft for some fucking reason.
It's so weird how you hate it. Same thing. You did that with Innova for so long. Where you're like, I ain't doing that bullshit.
No, I love it.
Now you can't use your
I
hands
am
off
like
of
the
it.
opposite of a lot of O-heads. Like, they all start with Innova and like, I only throw Innova.
Yeah.
And then they start branching off. Like Victor P. He only thrown here in the I've played disc golf with this man for years. I've only seen him throw Innova.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden I've seen him throwing a DGA.
Okay, well, he didn't stray too far from the path.
No,
on that, though, you
yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's not like he
went
went
low head material.
Yeah, he didn't go from Innova to like a gyro plastic to a hex. He wasn't throwing anything like that.
But I'm the opposite. I started like I won't throw Innova. I only throw Trilogy.
Sure, yeah,
and
I remember that.
Now I'm like, okay, Innova's got some fucking good shit. Like
maybe I'll leave my bag open for a couple.
The old stuff and some of the threes, like the T-Bird 3, the Leopard 3. I can't imagine not having them in my bag now, which is wild.
Weird to hear you say it.
I know it is wild.
All the years that
I even have this sweet Innova hat.
You really do. And this is that the reason why you have it? Is because you throw 3 molds?
Well, I throw more than 3.
Please, you actually probably throw more Innova than me.
I got a Rolo in the motherfucking bag, son.
You do have a Rolo in the bag. You throw more Innova than me nowadays.
I do, yeah. I do.
Wow.
But anyway, I don't have nothing against this craft. And the zone does feel amazing. It for an approach disc, it feels better than any other one.
I felt a lot of them. They're great.
It's a harp to me, and I throw harps. So
it's got a bead. Get it out of here.
That's true.
Zone's better.
That's true. That's true.
I like it a zone. I do like a zone. Number 4, the Axiom Envy. Once again, no surprise.
No, great disc.
So far, out of 4, we got 2 in the MVP lineup, which Axiom MVP, whatever. Yeah. Number 5, Infinite Discs, Tomb.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Which I said this last year when we were going over the Infinite Disc numbers. This is Infinite Disc numbers. So that is the main place people are going to go to get Infinite Discs. They're not going to be able to get Infinite Disc anywhere else. Right. You can get a zone.
Yeah.
A lot of places. Yeah. You can get, the NV a lot of places. So
of course, a lot of their shit.
The numbers are skewed a little bit.
Sure.
But regardless, it's a good. Out of all the people that sell distributors, Infinite's a good one to go with because they sell everything.
Yeah.
They just happen to have their own stuff, too.
They usually have a pretty good fucking variety, too. I don't know. Here lately, it seems like they've been out of a lot of stuff, but when I go to look for some PA3s recently and some A2s, and there's been a few things I've checked for, and I'm like, damn, Infinite Disc is getting a little skimpy nowadays.
Go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt. I just wanted to
That's what this show's all about, man.
We're trying to be more fucking organized. No, I'm just joking. We don't give a fuck. We're getting back to our old roots.
Getting back to the roots.
Yes, we're going to start this. Yeah. Not giving.
We're about to go on a tangent about dicks that we forget about this list completely.
I'm about to give you my top 50 dicks.
Yeah. And you're not even, top 50 dicks sold from Bad Dragon.
Bad Dragon dicks.
Yeah. I want to actually talk about Bad Dragon here in a little bit, too, so keep that on the back burner.
Get me fired up.
Yeah. We'll get there, bud. Number 6 with the Berg, 2.7%.
Yeah, 6 Berg. I get it.
Yeah, makes sense. Gateway Wizard at 7.
Wizard, stupid, silly, retarded.
Yeah, which, by the way, shout out to Tina Discs, who just announced today on her Instagram that she is selling some super stupid,
silly
SSS Wizards
One of them.
and SS Wizards with her stamp on it.
And it's a cool stamp.
It's a 6 stamp. She's also selling minis, too. She didn't ask us to do this. We just love Tina Disc over here at Courtesy Violation, and there will be no disparaging of Tina Disc on this podcast.
Don't talk shit about Tina, and don't talk shit about Nico. You're good.
Yeah, you got to come through both of us if you want to talk shit about either one of them.
Yeah.
And Tina, it's pretty easy.
Tina is the first lady of Courtesy Violation. She is.
She is.
She's our queen.
Yeah, so go direct message her on.
Get them frisbees.
Weird.
Yeah, don't direct.
It's a tough one to say that. No, she says.
Did she?
She says DM her if you want to buy one for inquiries for the frisbees, but it's still tough for me as a dude to be like, make sure you guys go out there and direct message her.
What you need to do is go sub to her OnlyFans and then message her on that. That's the quickest way to get to her.
It's true. That's how we set up the interview for the podcast. I subscribed to Tina's OnlyFans and I was like, listen, I've been trying to contact you through 3 or 4 different. No, that's not true. But
yeah, go buy them. Go sell her out. But make sure we get ours before y'all Swamper.
Yeah, no shit, because we did put in an order as well. Because that's funny. We talked about it when we interviewed her. It's weird when we interviewed her, when we had her on the show. That sounds better.
Yeah.
And she had mentioned something about maybe having like a wizard or something with a stamp.
She said she putted with a wizard.
She putted with a
pot leaf.
Yeah, and we mentioned something about her having her own.
Go to Legacy and get her own disc, get her own.
Yeah, or Gateway, but yeah.
Yeah, Gateway. Oh fuck, it's a
Legacy Gateway. I mean,
same thing. Right?
What the fuck does Legacy make?
Frisbees. I don't know.
I couldn't tell you right now the first disc Legacy makes. Right off the top of my head.
Wait, Outlaw?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's right. That's true. That's true.
Yeah. I've always got Legacy and Gateway mixed up.
Okay, well now
I don't know why.
Real quick, is Legacy made by Innova too? Is it like the same?
Millennium is. Legacy maybe. I don't know. So who gives a fuck? Let's talking about dicks.
Let's keep talking about dicks.
Go with putters then dicks.
Moving it along.
We're at Berg, right?
We're at Berg.
No, we're at Wizard.
We're at Wizard. Go buy a Wizard from Tina Discs.
She got minis too.
She got minis. Axiom Proxy. Once again,
fucking amazing.
8
in the bag already.
This one may, which it's not infinite discs, but this may surprise you maybe a little bit.
Hit me with it.
Kind of does me, just because I haven't heard it in so long. Dynamic Disc Judge.
No, that doesn't surprise me.
Right, I know the Judge. Everyone putts with the Judge, but for whatever reason, I never see them in the wild. As a matter of fact, I don't see many dynamic discs in the wild anymore.
You probably do.
Maybe I do. I'm just not paying close enough attention.
There's people that putt with judges.
Yeah, they're diehard.
Yeah, and
is that Melton? Is he Judge team Judge?
Yes.
What's the other one?
Judge and one's beated, one's not beated.
Judge and the sex offender. The judge and the jury.
Yeah, jury. Let's go with that. Who gives a fuck?
Fuck it. Whatever it is.
I'll think of it here in a minute. Keep going.
Okay. So you got the judge. You got at number 10, 2.3%, the Luna, Discraft Luna.
Damn.
Yeah. So I'm kind of down there. Paul Macbeth, as far as his disc sales in general, aren't as high as a lot of these too. I think we looked at those a while back. Let's see what else here. We got the Luna, Latitude 64 Pure. Everyone loves those discs to throw.
Well, people putt with them too.
Really?
Yeah. But yeah, like the Opto Pure, it's a really good throwing putter.
It is weird. It's so funny that you're like, people putt with them. I'm like, really? People putt with this putter? Unfucking believable.
No, but I mean, it's a KT. She has a signature.
Oh, yeah, she does play with the Pure. I remember trading a fucking... I'm so stupid.
Deputy. No, not Deputy. Sorry.
That was Paige Pierce's putter, though, right?
Yeah. I'm dumb.
Yeah. And then number 12, the Innova Aviar.
Warden,
that is. Yeah. Team Warden, Team Judge.
Yeah.
The Aviar. Yeah, whatever. I mean,
which one? Does it say or
just says Aviar? Just says Innova Aviar.
So I wonder. I guess that's all molds of Aviar.
The one right below it, MVP Watt at 13.
What? Good, another good frizz. But I don't back that one, but it's a good frizz.
My personal favorite putting putter, PA3 at 14. Yeah, that makes sense, and I think it even made PA3 as top 5 sold putters on Infinite's top 5. I think PA3 made it too. So it's still, people still use the PA3. That must, if I had to imagine, that would be
that's top 5 sold PA3.
Whatever the top 5 putters that you read off earlier.
Oh yeah.
The top 5 sold, yeah.
Yeah.
It was up there. I don't even know what I was getting at. What was I saying?
You was just talking about the PA3.
Oh yeah. Apparently, people still putt with the PA. If I had to imagine, though, that's probably one of Prodigy's most sold discs. Is a fucking PA3.
Yeah. What? I wonder what other like Prodigy. Dude, I don't know.
Outside of that's, I haven't thrown anything from Prodigy over an A2.
A2 is probably a big seller.
A2, yeah, not so. I think this past year with like the Toro and all these other discs, these other approach discs coming out, like I think it's the A2 is like a thing of the past nowadays. I never see, I never really. It's I have a hard time finding them like a good flat A2. I don't know. I have a hard time finding anything that as far as like Prodigy goes, especially like the A2, I have a hard time finding PA3s that aren't inconsistent, like, or maybe the flashing's a little too long. I know I just bought some PA3s a few months ago, and 2 of them the exact same, and they both feel a little bit different than any other PA3 I've ever putted with, like a little bit deeper or something.
Oh, those black ones? Yeah.
Those black ones that I was using. Same thing, like when I go to look for an A2, I have a hard time finding one that, I just want one flat, so maybe it's, but I don't know. I just kind of wrote it up to, Prodigy sucks. That's what I kind of wrote it up.
You've been throwing that A2 forever. You really probably do need to try to start beating in one a little bit.
Yeah, I know. I need to get a.
It's very comparable to like the Justice, right? I mean, flat number ones.
Yeah,
it's a 5-speed or 4,
4 or 5, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, PA3 made it up there. No surprises.
Is there any surprises? Like,
yeah, let me just
like is there anything like down towards the bottom that you would have fucking shocked, like kind of shocked you whenever you were reading it, like that you would have assumed that it would have been high?
Yeah, kind of, but only because I'm biased. But I will say the 50th. We'll just go with this one first. The 50th most sold putter was the Clash Popcorn.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
I've actually
0.5%.
I've heard people talk good things about the popcorn.
Yeah. Then a Dart MVP Spin. Lone Star.
Dart? An Innova Dart.
Innova Dart's 49.
Holy shit.
Yeah. People still buying the Dart.
Yeah.
MVP Spin. It's just Nate Sexton. He just
buys
it from Infinite. He buys it from any retailer he can.
So the Spin's understable, right?
I don't know anything about it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's like an understable putter.
Lone Star Copperhead. Finally, Lone Star making it on there.
What's the highest rated? What's the highest Lone Star? Blue Bonnet.
Looks like 18 penny putter.
Penny putter, yeah, that makes
1.1% putter sold was penny putters.
At 18.
At 18. 19 Armadillo.
I like Armadillo. I mean, it's kind of burgish. I don't like it as well as the.
Not as burgy.
It's not as burgy. It's not as good as a burg, but it kind of the same slot, you know.
Yeah. Number 20, Innova Polecat at 0.9.
Ooh, Pokey.
Polecat. That's funny because I guarantee if it weren't for this whole, I guess there's always been like a small group of disc golfers that are like hardcore Polecat fans, you know. I'm sure there's always kind of been those dudes. I know they have the Polecat Championship somewhere in California or something.
Yeah.
But I could imagine that with, I guess like a year or two ago, they had the Halo Polecat come out. Kind of resurgence of that has kind of pushed it up there. I think Innova, if they keep doing stuff like that, just re-releasing old discs and making, Halo plastic or whatever the fuck they got to do. They'll get those discs back out there again.
I surprisingly play with a lot of people that throw Polecats.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, just in our little county
they're all
league thing.
Plus 60 years old.
No, not all of them. Most of them are those Halos.
Oh yeah.
They just use it kind of like I did my glitch. You know what I mean? They kind of do the same thing, like something they want to give a little bit of a bid. But
I just watched a video of James Proctor throwing a fuck. It may have been at that.
Was
it at that?
He is the Polecat champion.
He is the Polecat champion. Yeah,
he is the world champ.
I just watched him throw one, and it was so fucking cool to see it.
It's
dead straight.
Yeah, watching those like Polecat only, glitch only, all those kind of rounds. Watching the pros throw them, it's fucking awesome.
Yeah,
it's cool to see what they could do with something that slow. Yeah. And something that straight. It's really neat watching them.
Yeah, because if you filmed us do it and watched us do it, it wouldn't be as entertaining.
No.
It wouldn't be near as entertaining.
No.
Wouldn't be as cool looking.
Wouldn't sound cool.
No.
Honestly, it wouldn't even be cool.
No. Okay, you said one that's really far down on the list that kind of surprised me. Number 40, the Thought Space Praxis.
Ooh. That's a hard hit.
0.6% putters sold, which, this is just Infinite though.
Yeah.
This is the only argument I use. All these other putters, I'm like, wow, and this is just Infinite. This is just Infinite's website.
Most people don't buy their thought space from Infinite.
Yeah, come on. If you're gonna buy,
I mean, it's not like they have a bunch of deals together. Infinite and thought space.
Yeah, no shit. Yeah, it's not like they're fucking sponsoring people together. Yeah, the Praxis though. I figured with this podcast and the reach that it gets, that people would hear how I feel about the thought space Praxis, and it would kind of push it out there a little bit more. But
sell them right now. Give us your 30-minute, give us your elevator pitch.
Okay, so
ouch.
Sorry, let me start over. All right, so
I ain't buying shit.
You're not buying it? No. Did I already ruin the pitch?
Yeah, you just hit the mark. No, go ahead.
Okay, so you're 200 feet out, right? Mm-hmm. You need a dead straight shot, low ceiling, maybe 60 feet in between side to side, tunnel shot. 200 feet. What disc are you gonna break out?
Proxy.
Why?
Because it's better. It goes straight, brother.
That's stupid. Listen, let me tell you something. If you throw a thought space Praxis at it, not only will it go in the chains, I don't know.
It'll stay there.
It'll stay in the chains.
You do. I will. I
don't know.
I've never thrown one of yours, and I don't know why I haven't been like, hey, let me throw one. But I will say that you do throw it very fucking good. Like, well, you've. I think it. Tell me if I'm wrong, but it seems to me that it's a really good compliment to your buzz. Like, it seems I see you work your buzz.
I can almost throw it as far as I can throw a buzz.
I see you work the Praxis like I see you work a buzz. If that makes any sense. And that's one thing I will suck you on is, like, the way with your buzz, like, you really good at, like, working the angles with it. Better than, like...
Thank you. Yeah.
Like, somewhere where I would throw something understable and hope it turned and try to throw it flat or, try to lay it on a hyzer and hope it did that work.
I throw turn.
You use the angle. You use the angle of the disc, and it's better.
Can I tell you something though? That's what I do with all my discs though.
Yeah.
Aside from even a Praxis, like if I want it to go right, I'll just like throw it flat to a slot bit of Annie.
Yeah.
But I don't really throw understable discs enough that turn like that, so I always kind of throw with.
Yeah, you're very good at working in your.
So
angles.
It's really.
I'll say that.
Thanks, man.
I mean, you're not. Yeah.
Jeez,
yeah.
That's the nicest thing anyone's ever said to me. Wow.
Oh fuck.
Has anyone told you that you're really good at working your angles lately? Yeah. Thank you. But yeah, the thought space Praxis. It kind of, I don't know. I think everyone should try one. You got to try it.
They got rad stamps.
Their
plastic is MVP plastic, so it's great plastic.
Yeah.
So I mean,
that's why I love it.
Maybe. I mean, MVP has great plastic. There's no denying that. I want to, even before, because we all know what's going to happen with Eagle. He's going to be throwing the Streamline. I would like to cop some Streamline before. That might be a good idea. Start buying some, whatever's 12.5.
Just go ahead and start buying it.
Buy them up.
Because you know he's going.
Once he starts throwing them, you're not gonna be able to find them.
Yeah.
I would like to try like maybe some of their mid range or the Streamline mid ranges. I don't even know what they are. I have no idea.
Couldn't tell you what a Streamline mid range is.
But I mean, I'd like to try some just before they blow up because they're getting ready to blow up when Eagle goes. Yeah. Speaking of Eagle going, you want to run through these contracts real fast?
Let's do it.
You want to ask me or you want me to? You ask me.
You want me to ask you?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah. So if you're listening to this, I'm probably going to get most of these wrong, but I think I know most of them.
Okay, so what do you want me to ask you exactly?
Who's re-signed, and I'll say where they've re-signed.
Okay.
But a lot of them is the same companies, but some of them have changed.
Well, Gannon, Burr, and Alden are leaving.
Discmania.
You're saying Discmania?
Yeah, both of them.
Hasn't been released yet, but we're going to say Discmania. Yeah. It's happening.
You're going Discmania?
No, I'm not. I'm not going to say that. You're going to say Discmania.
You're going Lone Star.
I'm going to go Lone Star, dude. I think they're going to follow Eagle to Lone Star. And they're going to, it's going to be the trio over there.
Yeah.
They're going to pay them
all the oil money.
3 times as much a piece as they pay Nico.
No, that would piss me off.
That would piss me the fuck off too, dude. Luke Humphreys signs another extension with Prodigy.
Yeah.
Which I didn't want to ask you that. Macy Veladiaz.
She's not. That kind of kicks me, and I don't like that. But yeah, I don't like it. I don't like that they didn't offer enough that she couldn't even travel for 10 events.
That's what the thing was.
Nuts. Yeah, she couldn't. The offer they gave her, the offer they came back with after they found out she's pregnant, and she said, "Hey, I'm gonna play the All-Star Weekend and 9 DGPTs," and they sent her another offer, and it wasn't even enough for them to travel.
Yeah, and she let people know that too. Yeah, that it wasn't enough.
I don't know if that was a great move, but oh well, I don't blame her.
Hard for me to argue against it. I don't know all the details. Anytime you hear these kind of things, you never really know the inside details of what's going on, but it doesn't look cool.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't look cool.
It never does, And putting that out there, especially to word it like that, like I'd come back after telling them that I was pregnant, and they were like, well, they couldn't come to an agreement on a price.
Yeah, it doesn't look. It's not a good look. I also, being more of a, I try to be even keel when it comes to shit like this, especially when it comes to business, because I'm not smart enough of business to really have much of an opinion. But Macy's always been super cool. Talked to her a few times, not a handful, not a bunch. Not been around her much. Really nice. Her husband, really cool. Jamie, I think's his name. But I mean, also like 10 tournaments. I mean, see, that's the thing. I don't understand how contracts work, but like if she's gonna play 10 tournaments, she's due in like April, so there's not gonna be 10 tournaments before then, right?
Before April?
I think she's 10? Due. Yeah,
maybe. It'd be close.
So maybe it was split where a couple of them would be after,
Right.
But I mean, you never know what anything could happen. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, but business wise, it was just let's just leave it at that. It was a bad look.
Yeah, doesn't look good.
I shouldn't even have tried to explain anything when I'm a fucking idiot that can't even speak and don't know business.
Well, you said
it was just a bad look.
That's exactly what you said you're going to do when I read these off.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I was going to mention something about it. Something else, some other detail about it that was interesting. Yeah, I don't know. Leaving Dynamic Discs though.
Yep. So she has,
and she doesn't have. That's what I was gonna say. She doesn't have anybody yet right now. So
yeah, she said it was pretty much too late for anybody to fuck with her because everybody's already signed their teams.
So no Pro Tour.
Or she's. I mean, she don't have to have a sponsor to play. She has her tour card.
Right, that's what I meant. Like, is she gonna? She does have her tour. She is gonna play.
She'll have to play a certain amount this year to keep her tour card. So I would assume she's gonna play as much as she can because it wouldn't be a good idea to lose the tour card.
Yeah. To really rub it in their face, she should like use a cart, but a stroller, an actual stroller for a disc.
I hope she does well.
I do too.
That would be. I'd like for her to go out there. I'm sure she's gonna get some sponsors. Somebody's gonna step up and get to where she can. I've even seen some people suggest like her do like crowdfunding, which I think if that's what she needs to do, I would be happy to throw a little.
Sure.
I'm not rich, but I would give what I could to help her get on the road, get to these tournaments. You know what I mean?
That's all these pro disc golfers, any of these guys that are grinding out there, going out there, putting in doing the pro tour, that's not these higher level, higher paid athletes. Like, I would never have an issue supporting these people, whether it be buying a disc or even like not GoFundMe or whatever, just any kind of
crowdfund,
anything like that. Like, because these motherfuckers need it, and I love watching frisbee golf.
Yeah,
so that's one of those things that I'm like,
I can't imagine like how tough it is, like being on the road. I don't know if anybody's seen it. Today, Paul posted a picture of like I don't even know what kind of fuck car it was. It was like a old car, like maybe 2-door. And he said that was the first car that he had whenever he went on tour. And it was him, somebody else, and Garrett Gerthy. They were all touring out of that fucking car. Yeah.
It's literally like humble beginnings of a small punk band.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's like they have to drive around the country.
Yeah.
In a car in their case, which is wild.
So I don't even know if I don't know if they were camping out, getting a room when they could.
Yeah, or all sleeping on top of each other in the back seat.
Yeah, or sleeping 3 deep. 6 9
suck,
6 6 9 6. Or I don't know. You go ass to ass.
I don't know.
Somebody's got a dick in their face.
Someone's gonna have to have feet or something in their face for sure.
It's not comfortable, dude.
No. Not sleeping in what kind of car was it?
I don't know. It was a little one.
We'll say like Corolla for reference.
No, it wasn't that small. It was. I don't even know. I'm not a car guy, so. Yeah. But it wasn't big enough for 3 fucking people to be touring.
It wasn't a fucking Mercedes Sprinter van.
No, it was not. It was not a McLaren.
It wasn't that. Maybe now.
Yeah.
Throw
me one.
Throw you another one?
Yeah.
Okay. Moving on. Bradley Williams.
They have re-signed 2 years to the star team or whatever it is. What's the top team?
Champion.
Team? No, Champion's below.
Below it. Then it is
I think it's star team. Yeah.
It is star team.
Yeah.
Of course Champion isn't the
Champion's what?
Top
Emerson
tier.
Keith. Emerson Keith is on the champion squad this year.
Whatever, dude. Gavin Babcock. Where's he going?
Discmania. He's signed like a 4-year deal, right?
2 years.
2 year. Okay.
Gavin Babcock back to Discmania. I'm ready to see him out there with his shirt off.
Me too.
Again.
Him with his boys.
Yeah.
That's the big thing for me being a content consumer is with if or when I should say, because I already fucking know Gannon and Allen signed with Discmania. Since those 3 are tight boys, there's gonna be some killer content come out of there.
Yeah.
And they can all be throwing the same shit, you know what I mean? So that's going to be I think there'll be some good content come out of them signing.
You're not wrong.
Smart.
Alden Harris is really good at making content. That's the thing. Like, these younger dudes, all kids are growing up knowing how to make content like that too, which is just a little sidetrack real quick. We need a guy like Alden Harris over here at Courtesy Violation.
We do.
Because you're talking to a 32-year-old and a 44-year-old that has to try to come up with content and make these trends, I guess is what you guys we're not good at it.
No, we do. We are in the market for somebody that hates to get paid.
If you don't like money,
yeah, and wants to help produce this fucking show. I mean, you can even say a joke if you
that's a pretty good deal. Yeah.
And I'm not even joking. I'm being dead serious.
Yeah, if you don't like to get paid,
I'm asshole deep in too much shit in my life right now. I can't keep doing it.
It's true. He's the only one with a computer. He's doing all of the work.
I can't keep doing it, dude. It's fucking driving me crazy. I love the podcast, but god damn it, it's killing me.
Until AI gets good enough to where we can just send all of our shit to it and let it take care of it.
Just send our face to it and it makes a podcast.
Just fucking fix it.
Make it better,
make it better too. Could you add more shit in there?
Could
you add more facts?
Okay, you talked about how old I am. This is how old I am. Still, I don't care how many times I hear somebody say AI, and I know what it is. Artificial intelligence.
AI.
I think of Allen Iverson. Like, it takes me a few seconds to think, oh, he's not talking about Allen.
Yeah.
He's not talking about Allen Iverson.
The basketball player.
Yeah. God damn, you really don't know sports.
No, I just didn't know if you were talking about Allen Iverson, the guy who's in that big band. Because there's another Allen Iverson.
I'm sure there is. Yeah.
Maybe you didn't know
There's
that.
probably a White. There is that's a song. Never mind.
White Allen Iverson?
Yeah.
White Iverson.
White Iverson. Go ahead. Give me another one.
Okay.
I know all of them, dude.
You're
good. I spend too much fucking time doing this shit.
Rebecca Cox.
Latitude. She re-signed.
How about we go through a couple European players and I'll try to pronounce their names.
I won't get those either. Maybe I will.
Kiti Tate?
She is... Kiti is... MVP? Latitude. I knew it. I should have known that one, yeah.
Jakub Simerod? I think I nailed that, by the way.
Jakub.
I said Jakub.
Simerod, yeah.
Latitude, good call. Like Lorenzen.
Thought Space for 4 years, Infinite for 1.
Mm-hmm. How does that work?
Thought Space national team.
Thought Space national team?
Yeah. for 4 years.
Okay, yeah, actually, because I want to talk about Thought Space's signing too. Chandler Fry.
God, Thought Space.
Mm-hmm.
And Infinite.
He also 1 year, same deal as Like.
I only call her Lucky, but
whatever.
Or I call her Lucky, but
I don't fucking know. Ask Brad.
Brad's the fucking man. Brad has grown on me so much
Brad
the last
Williams?
couple of years.
Me too, dude.
I fucking love him.
Me
dude.
too.
He's cool as he.
For whatever reason,
funny.
I thought that I wanted to dislike him for whatever reason. Then every time I see him, I'm like, yeah, it looks like
cool.
a dude that I would like.
Did you see the post where it was like Thanksgiving dinner or something that he's like they were talking about like her food, and he's like, yeah, desserts real late or desserts later on the night.
Hey,
he put a camera on her. I love it. That's some
fun.
cheese. That's some cheese shit that I love. You know, it's fun.
And they're having fun.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, the same thing with Kat and Nico, guys. Leave them alone. They're having fun. What else? Chandler Fry.
You already said Chandler Fry.
Whatever. We'll do it again. Where do you think he's going?
Infinite for 4 years.
Okay, but if he didn't go, where would he go? Let's see here. Okay, that's all. I mean,
I got them all.
You got them all. You got them all because the rest of them are just going to Innova.
Yeah, I know. Innova
for 1 year.
They just signed 1 year deals.
1 year. Same thing with Thought Space.
Yeah.
I noticed everyone that they're signing all 1 year deals. What is that?
No,
is this just something I didn't notice?
Lucky's 4 years.
I'm sorry. Yeah, Luke and Chandler.
Yeah.
But there was a few other ones that were just the 1 year Thought Space deal. Same thing with Innova. Which real quick, let me run through Innova.
Okay.
Nathan Queen re-signed 1 year. These are all people that are re-signed with Innova. That's Nathan Queen, Holly Finley, Jessica Weiss. None of these surprised me. Juliana Corver. I mean, where the fuck is Juliana Corver?
Did Jessica Weiss? I think she got promoted to the star team.
It's not in the notes, so I'll just trust you on that.
Okay, she did.
Okay. Haley King.
Yeah.
Also 1 year, another 1 year deal. Philo Brathwaite. Once again, where the fuck is Philo gonna go? Emily Beach, Emerson Keith, of course.
That's a
new signing with Innova
old
this year.
and new at the same time.
Old.
He used to play for Innova. Yeah. Oh yeah. For sure.
Interesting. Tristan Tanner to DGA.
That's new.
That is not to Innova. Interesting. Yeah. So you'll have Radalin.
Yeah.
You got the likes of Tristan Tanner over there, which I don't remember Tristan Tanner doing super great last year.
I think he was injured for a little bit.
Yeah. I didn't see a lot of him. So be interesting to see what he does out there with DGA plastic. Sorry to laugh when I say that, but what plastic? The Hurricane?
I don't know much about it. Honest. I know the sail is an understable. I know people that throw it. There's
it's like the oldest disc golf company.
The Earthquake or the Quake maybe is
Quake
an overstable mid range that some people really enjoy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know much. I don't know much about their putters.
I don't either.
I know the Steady Ed.
Steady Ed.
That's a putter. I don't know much. Yeah, I don't know much about it. I'm not even gonna. I already made myself look like an asshole a couple times in this podcast.
Keep the asshole control.
Yeah. Quit talking about shit I don't fucking know.
Quit asking me questions I don't know anything about. This one is pretty cool. We've been following Trash Panda since the podcast, and before the inception of their first mid-range and then their inner core, their putter. Which, by the way, just today they released that they're coming out with a fairway driver. It should be a neutral, I think. But they just their first sponsored player, Erica Stinchcomb.
Yeah, kind of fits the bill too.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool. I feel like Thought Space, Trash Pandas. I kind of akin them to companies like, which Trash Panda's low of course right now, but as far as vibe goes,
yeah.
Thought Space, Trash Panda, Mint, all over here.
Mm-hmm.
All those guys. I feel like all the people on those teams, with the exception of Trash Panda, of course, with Erica Stinchcomb, but all those people seem like Thought Space, Chandler or fucking not Chandler Fry, or
maybe
or
he just signed one.
Chandler Fry, all those dudes, like really just good energy, positive people.
Yeah.
Thought Space, I don't know. I feel like they're all, I don't know what the fuck I'm trying to say.
No, I get it. And I think everybody else will understand what you're saying. Even though you're not saying it right. You're not saying it clearly. I think everybody's going to know what you're fucking talking about.
Also, it's a
vibe.
I'm not really saying anything.
Yeah. It's a vibe.
Yeah. It's just a vibe out there. So Erica Stinchcomb's going to get to throw 3 that's her, it's in her deal too. She only gets to throw their 3 molds. That'd be some shit.
I know she's still sponsored by like Infinite and Thought Space also, right? I think she just resigned. Yeah, I think she just resigned. If I'm not mistaken.
If it's up for debate, yes. What else? Pretty much it. Where are we at on time?
We're good. We've just ruined an hour of these people's fucking lives. Mm-hmm. But today was big.
It was.
Eagle announcing. Let me say this once again. I just want this shit to be over with.
Yeah.
Listen, I know y'all are listening. Gannon. Fucking just do it.
Just go to them.
Sign Eagle. Go ahead.
Sign the fucking papers.
Go to Streamline or MVP, whatever we want to call it. I don't give a fuck.
Start playing tournaments earlier.
Yeah.
Don't even wait till the Pro Tour. I just want to watch some get your buddy to film you with your phone, post it on YouTube. I want to watch some content. There's probably a fuck ton of content out there now that I'm not watching.
There's tons.
I don't really watch post-produce anymore. I don't really watch post-produce coverage anymore, dude.
Live coverage has really took a hit on post-produce.
It has, dude, and it hurts my fucking feelings.
But, dude, sports are meant to be watched fucking live.
I understand, but Jomez.
Yeah, well, sorry, Jomez.
Sorry, Jomez.
We love you.
Yep. You're suckling DGN's teeth now.
Yeah, they really do. All right, guys, we're going to go.
Yeah. Oh, before we go.
Oh, yeah.
Go to hazardcreep.com. Use code 15%.
Code 15% to get a courtesy violation discount.
Use code CVPOD at checkout, and you could get 15% off your order over there.
They got some nice beanies now.
Yeah, they just dropped a beanie, Hazard Creep beanie. Or not beanie, you should say toboggan.
Toboggan, maybe, yeah.
I think maybe they're calling it a beanie.
It's a beanie.
I think they're calling it
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know what the fucking difference is.
I feel like a beanie is just, it don't fold.
It don't fold. These fold. So maybe like a watchman's cap.
There you go. They're selling Watchman's cap right now. Watchman's caps with their logo Hazard Creep on them. And if you use code CVPOD at checkout, you're going to get 15% off that. That's
a fucking deal.
That's a good deal.
If you don't go and get something, you're dumb.
Yeah, you're an idiot.
I've got my shirt. I finally got my or it wasn't not finally. I've had it. They're quick. Their shipping's quick. I'm not saying it's not, but yeah, it's good. Like the print's good. The quality's actually. And if you're a bigger dude, like don't trip. Like it fits true to size like 3X does. And it's not the real baggy 3X. Like it's still like I look good in mine.
I love that you're like, hey, you 3X guys out there, it's not the baggy kind.
Yeah. Well, there's only when you're fat like me, you got 2 kinds of shirts. You got the kind that's just huge all over.
Makes sense.
And swallows you, but it's not tight on your belly. And then you got some that kind of make your arms look good and, make you look like a big zaddy, a big fat
Right, they're more fitted, right?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, they fit good. Let's put it that way. They fit fucking good.
Yeah, they're fat people friendly out there at Hazard Creep. Right?
Yeah, I guess.
That's good.
I mean,
my shirt's too small, but I'm going to order another one, and I'm going to use code CVPOD at checkout and get 15% off.
You're stupid if you don't use it.
You're an idiot if you don't. Yeah. A true dum-dum.
And they got some new stuff coming up. It's supposed to be pretty...
Yeah, they're going to have some new designs. I saw they made a post a couple weeks ago.
So it's going to piss some people off.
Yeah, they said they're ready to take the disc golf world by storm. People are about to get upset now. Go to Hazard Creep, use the code CVPOD, get 15% off. Support these guys. They're awesome. We love them. They love us. And why wouldn't you? If they're friends with us.
Support us. Keep your eyes out. We're going to be having our Patreon drop probably next week. And you can give what you want. Give what you can to support us. And there will be benefits to it. You'll get the podcast a day earlier than everybody, and it'll be different. There'll be different like stages. So
Yeah.
But we'll talk about it more next week. And
if you're someone who hates money and likes giving it away to people, then you would love our Patreon. Same thing with the producer that we're looking for.
You can help support this podcast with the cost of one coffee a day.
Yeah. We should make one of those AS. We do need to make like an ASPCA type commercial with us in it. It's just up with a chewed up Blizzard plastic disc with tears in our eyes.
All right, let's get the fuck out of here. We love y'all.
Bye.
Bye.